This is the Henry's Child Podcast. Am I crazy? Or am I just raving?
Hello, beautiful humans, and welcome to episode 74 of the Am I Crazy or Am I Just Raving podcast. Today I've got a couple things to share with you. First off, I have some housekeeping updates that I wanted to get out of the way, a couple changes, some kind of questions around streaming and experience, and ultimately a bigger question on a meta level of, is Eugene expanding back to the way it was in the 90s? So I'm super excited to share that with you. So let's get a few things out of the way. First off, Minor Anomaly had to drop off the bill on the April 16th show in Rio, and I am super excited to announce to you that we have Hyding Jeckyl that we're going to play with. We are super excited to share the stage with Greg, Jeremy, and those cats again in middle slot, and it's going to be super fun. So Rich has updated the poster, as you can see right here, with Henry's Child, Hyding Jeckyl, and 7 Second Circle being the bill on April 16th at the Rio show in Roseburg. Now, if you are a champion like our friend Steve Rogers, you're going to love what I have next. If you go to the Henry's Child website, I have actually started to put a link to the poster somewhere closer to the bottom. So in the particular case of Club RIO, it's right here above the Facebook event page. So if you like a poster or would like your own copy of the poster to print out, there it is for you. Click that link and Bob's your uncle. Today is another Bandcamp Friday. So if this sounds a little rushed, it's probably because this is why I want to get it out today. So Bandcamp Fridays are something that started during the pandemic, and Bandcamp has chosen to continue on with this tradition. If you buy a record today, or a digital album, or a cassette, or any of that, they will waive the artist fees. So if you're looking for the digital download of Clearly Confused, or the vinyl of I Have Become, you can go to henryschild.bandcamp.com and purchase it today. So that'd be really awesome. Now, speaking of Bandcamp, there was a new feature that was released in January that I want to start playing with. So it's a fairly new service that they have, and it's related to streaming. It's actually called Bandcamp Live. And the very cool thing about it is you can create events, create tickets, send out reminders, and just do communication inside of the scope of the Bandcamp ecosystem, which in general I like. You know that I'm a Web 3.0 guy. I like decentralization, and I like straight up communication because Bandcamp really puts artists first, as opposed to some other big companies that we're not going to mention right now. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to throw out an offer to you. And I don't want to change the live experience. That's not my goal. But I was wondering if you would be interested in attending a Henry's Child rehearsal. Now, we rehearse on Sundays, and starting in the morning, going into the afternoon. And I just wanted to see if you'd be interested in that. It would be a free event. It would be streamed. Maybe I could get Dwight to set up a couple cameras and kind of do some sort of A/B back and forth. But if that interests you, let me know in the comments below, because I would like to start playing around with it. And again, I just sort of look for excuses to kind of figure out technology. Also, last week, Andrew released a record with Jarrett Holly. It's called The Wide Unknown, and their band is called Time and Deed. It's quite a departure from Henry's Child. It's definitely different, but you should check it out for yourself. You can go to their URL of timeanddeedmusic.com. And if you scroll down a little bit, they've got 7 songs that you can just play and listen to in a browser. So I will leave a URL to this page in the description. So on to my important question. You know, it's recently I have been noticing that there have been some amazing clubs that are starting to open up in Eugene. And what I'm talking about is John Henry's 3.0 and the Big Dirty. John Henry's 3.0 is on the 800 block of Willamette, and the Big Dirty is on the 800 block of Olive. And it kind of feels like 1995 all over again, right? I mean, I love it. I especially love going to the John Henry's website and seeing a roster of bands that I have never even heard of. That's amazing. I mean, of course, the new John Henry's opened this week, Wednesday, a couple days ago. And yeah, I'm excited to sort of see what happens with it. It looks really cool. I'm not actually logged into Facebook, so as you know, they sort of protect not being logged into Facebook with kind of a sort of truncated, page that you'd be looking at. But I really do hope that Henry's Child can do both venues and also continue to play at the Wow Hall. I mean, Eugene has always kind of been our home, even though Andy's the only person that lives there anymore. So now my question is, with this kind of renaissance occurring of these new clubs opening, I mean, do we think that live music is making a resurgence? And if so, even with the competition from behemoths like Netflix and Xbox, does live music have a place? Now, Eugene indeed was a special place in the 90s, and it's kind of becoming another special place now. Do you have any extra insight into what's happening? Are artists just being appreciated more? I mean, last time I checked, real estate in Eugene was pretty dang expensive. So I'm curious to hear your thoughts. So please let me know in the comments below what you think is going on with Eugene. And again, like, I am all for it. To have a quickly growing Eugene scene would be a very, very cool thing. And just really quick to wrap it up, speaking of Eugene, 7 Second Circle is playing a show at Sam Bond's Garage with Coup ContreCoup from Seattle. And that is going to be on Saturday, the April 23rd. And like Becca mentioned in her Facebook post, it's 2 weekends of 7 Second Circle. So come see us in Roseburg. Take the drive. It's closer than our rehearsal studio from Eugene. Club RIO in Roseburg, April 16th. Henry's Child, Hyding Jeckyl, 7 Second Circle. And then come see 7 Second Circle at Sam Bond's Garage on the 23rd with Coup ContreCoup. I think that's it. Oh, hit up Bandcamp if you want to get a Henry's Child record or disc today. We need more friends and froze, people. Take care of yourself and those you love. Talk to you soon.
It came out my mouth.
Here, let me do a comment roll.